deliver, and Graham, calm as a windless sea, spots Lavelli in the open and hits him for the game-winning touchdown. Cleveland comes from behind twice to topple Philadelphia 21-17 in a spine-tingling battle that places the Browns in a four-way tie for first place in the Eastern Conference.
Since the change of coaches, the change of philosophy, have progressively gotten a little better every week. They just haven't been able to win the game. So sooner or later, it's going to happen for Toronto.
And for Clemens, touchdown! Austin to Clemens. Pinball scored one on the ground, has one through the air, and the Argos up their lead.
That all came from the miscue mentally of the Winnipeg field goal block team. And David Poole jumping offside. But what they wanted to do, Ken Austin, was concentrate on getting Pinball Clemens vertical from a spread formation and take advantage of that. And that's exactly what they did in that touchdown.
The rookie Vanover. Boy, did he lost that one. He fields at the 14-yard line. Vanover up past the 30. He's gone. Vanover is almost gone, and now he is officially gone. No flag. We've been talking about him all night. No flag. This game's over. We didn't have to wait that long, Dan. Tamarick Vanover. First down and 10 from the 43-yard line as Culpepper goes deep for Randy Moss. And Moss in the end zone makes the catch. Touchdown Viking.
Basis now.
Yeah, the problem is that defensive backs are so in awe of the speed of Randy Moss that they forget to attack the ball when it's in the air. Donnie Abraham had position. He just did not make the
Going. Meanwhile, the game is 28-17. Sean Price is gone. Made one carry. Didn't Mel Farr used to wear 24?
And that's Deion Sanders chasing him. And you know, in his day, Deion Sanders would have caught anybody in this league. Boom, couldn't catch him today.
Ball as well as they'd like.
Second down at 10. Troy Brown, third receiver. Fake left, go right. There's a tight end. It's Daniel Graham hurdling past his own teammate and running down the sideline. Butting heads and still going. And Daniel Graham is in for a touchdown just after you talked about their lack of production at that position. 45 yards.
That's a different way of getting production on your offense. That was a screen pass all the way. Nice fake by Tom Brady. But what really makes it go is the fact Stephen Neal to the outside. Watch 61. See you later there, Mr. Williams. And that springs him. If you get the first block and allow runner to get his momentum going and get in the open space, Daniel Graham takes advantage of it.
How about time today? Graham has picked up 45 yards on a catch. The other one went for a touchdown. From the 33 of Atlanta. For the quick strike, it's Watson, the other tight end, and a touchdown. 2 plays and a touchdown for New England.
There is the tight end in the passing game. Back-to-back plays and different tight ends. Something they did so much of last year. They love to when they get in the scoring zone. Once they get inside about the 40-yard line, they like to throw deep inside routes, seam routes they call them, to their tight ends.
Bethel Johnson added into the receiving core. Brady, a lot of air under this one. It's Bethel Johnson, and Johnson in for the touchdown. 55 yards.
Tom Brady TD got every bit of that throw. And so few quarterbacks in this league now can even make it like this. He dropped back in a play-action fake, and he threw it as high and as far as he could throw it. And defensive cornerbacks see it so few times now because nobody throws it high like that. They have a hard time, I think, finding the ball and then adjusting to it.
Now it is the 8th play of the drive, 2nd down and goal at the 1. Adams remains, this time on the left side. And McGahee slithers in for a Buffalo touchdown.
Nice job. We talked about Preston at right guard. He's in there doing a nice little work. You got the rest of that offensive line getting some push on the Miami defenders, and all Willis McGahee.
6 catches for 65 yards on the day for Aaron Shea. Plenty of time for Dilfer. This one's going deep. Looking for Bryant. He's got him. Is he in? That's the question. Touchdown, Browns. This one, and Crocker has been in that safety blitz position every single time. He's been doing it all game. They're going to the corner again, and Bryant, another touchdown.
It's that Philly defense.
Green Bay. Bauman on 3rd and 4. It is intercepted by Nick Barnett. Barnett down the sideline.
He's going to score.
Takes it all the way. 95 yards for a Packer touchdown.
Does he have enough energy for the leap?
He does.
Barely. He needs a little help. How'd those cameras get there so fast? I think those guys are running with it.
The 2nd longest interception return in Packer history. Tim Lewis, back in 1984, returned an interception 99 yards against the Rams. Nick Barnett, 95 yards, 2nd longest in club history.
2 defensive touchdowns for the Packers today, 5 turnovers. A great day for the Packers defense. For Jim Bates, get the Packers off the snide. They'd probably like to save some.
Bye week. Houston moved the ball some last week. Still looking for their first win. It's Houston old against Houston new. And you know what? Houston old's pretty good. That would be now. You know there's going to be a tricky play coming. Well, tricky enough. It's tricky enough. It's a touchdown. Curtis, my favorite, Martin, scores his 4th. But Seattle and St. Louis and Mike Martz, good to see him. He had infection of the heart valve, missed a couple of days of practice, and he liked what he saw in the opening kickoff. At home, it's Chris Johnson, who could go all the way. How about that? Seattle, who lost 3 times to St. Louis last year, sees on the road the opening kickoff return for a touchdown.
About this young guy, and we'll get into that as Smith, 3rd and long, throws right into the arms of Cato June. And June, the linebacker from Michigan, has a Colts touchdown. And he has 2 interceptions this year, and both of them have gone for scores.
Well, the reason that Cato June is playing outside linebacker for Tony Dungy and the Colts is the fact that he's got great range and great speed. And obviously he surprises Alex Smith by getting out there and getting underneath the play. You can see that June was lined up against the slot receiver. I mean, that's normally a position who's, really a position occupied by a defensive back. He's
So on 3rd and 6, a long 6. Manning throws over the middle to Harrison. He's in the end zone for a touchdown. And history made here at the Stick. Check that. I'm sorry. Troy Wolders. It wasn't Harrison. My heart had Harrison, but it was Walters at number 86, not 88, built the same, slight body, and he slips over the middle and kicks his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Well,
almost
Harrison. And congratulations to Walters from his teammates.
A good effort after the catch. Caught that in traffic and then really.
The Broncos capitalized, taking a 7-0 lead on a 34-yard scamper by Tatum Bell. To go up.
They miss out on a field goal. Remember these points. Tatum Bell to the right. Gets some great blocks. Look at Bell move. 55 yards. Bell had 2 TDs and $127. The Broncos lead 21-10.
Dallas with the score on their first possession. They've started at their own 49, at the Eagles 43, and now the Eagles 38. They whiffed on a 4th and goal. And they start their third possession going for Glenn. Glenn! Touchdown! No flags. Well, to watch that play develop from up here and watch Glenn slow down just a little to time that perfectly, that was a beautiful throw and catch from Bledsoe to Glenn yet again.
Joe just one-on-one outside. Terry Glenn going against Lito Shepherd, and I don't know if Lito Shepherd thought that he was going to run an out route, but he slowed up just enough, and Terry Glenn kept going, and Drew Bledsoe lays the ball out perfectly, but just
the 4. Next play. Daylight comes, and you got to go to Steve Smith. Touchdown. Panthers lead 24-20. Arizona.
Running back. Leftwich, a little floater out in the flat. Catch by Reister, the tight end. Hurdles a man and goes in for the touchdown. George Reister with his first touchdown catch of the year and only his 3rd grab overall.
You know what this is? Joe, this is looking at Jimmy Smith and worried about Jimmy Smith getting behind you.
But now you've stopped the clock. You got 7 minutes and 4 seconds left. You're trying to make first downs and get the ball on the other end of the field or get your field goal.
They hand it off. McMillan left side running with room with a block. He hurdles a tackler down the sideline. McMillan to the 10. Touchdown. Yards for the freshman Trayvon McMillan. Dave Doran knows that he and NC State are in big trouble now.
Well, I'm sure he just said, let's pick up the tempo. We're not out of this thing. We got to keep working. But power sweep into the boundary. You can see this.
Sims, the freshman. Sims had to hustle it, and he's got it to Gibbs. He hurdles in. Oh, man, Gibbs, touchdown.
I mean, you talk about a true freshman staring down the barrel of a blitz and standing in till the last second to fire this ball to Gibbs, a playmaker